Alright guys, let's take a chance to open up this Mul-t-lock Interactive. This is what the key looks like. It's not bad. It's 5 pins, but they're pin in pin. This is fairly typical of almost all multi-locks, and this is one of the interactive element in position number 2 that you see there. Doesn't matter, we're going to pick them all. This thing works perfectly. I got it from a guy in New York City who got a new apartment, and the guy got the apartment from me wasn't sure he gave him all the keys. So he changed the locks and sold this on eBay. I got quite a bargain on it. Alright, how are we going to open this thing? What's the plan? Well, of course, we're going to use side tension, of course. And then we're going to try something just a little different. We're going to take a straight flag, which you guys can make from probably a windshield wiper insert, and we're going to go down the right side of the keyway. Now the thing is, there's 2 sets of pins we got to pick in here. There's the outer pin and the inner pins. And what I found is that when you pick the outer pins first, it'll give you a really good false set, and that'll tell you you're halfway done. So the way we know that we're on an inner pin, or I'm sorry, an outer pin, is we slide the keyway, the pick down the right side of the keyway until we feel, when we turn the pick like this, we'll feel that we're on the rounded portion of the pin, the very bottom of it. That's where we want to be, because that's where we need to pick the outer pin from. If we continue to push the pick in to get perfectly centered on that pin, and we try to pick it from there, the problem with that is that we're going to be picking 2 pins at once, the inner pin and the outer pin, and chances are we're going to overset one or both of them. So let's not do that. Let's pick the outer pins, we're going to get our false set, and then we're going to go back and we're going to pick the inner pins. Now when we pick the inner pins, it's going to be, we're already going to have a pre-existing partial false set. When we start picking the inner pins, at some point we're going to get a really horrendous false set. I mean, it'll be turned probably like this. And that's a really good indication that we're on the right path, that we probably only have 1 or 2 more upper pins to pick. They're very, very thin pins, and that allows the core to rotate to an extreme. So when we get to that point, we're almost home, fellas. Anyway, let's go ahead and clamp this thing up, and let's get on with the picking, and enough with the talking. Okay, we got this thing clamped up, everything works. So let's follow the plan. A little bit of tension. We're going to take our flat flag, go down the right side, and see if we can find a binder. Okay, I'm running into, it feels like pin 3. And pin 5. Okay, we got a good false set out of that one. Stuck on pin 1. Okay, good. We picked him from the rear, so we got a deeper false set. Okay, it looks like the interactive pin is now giving us a little feedback, so he's a security pin. Okay, we got him set. Okay guys, looking at this now, I have to say, based on the level of false set we probably got the outer pins picked. So, you know, we're going to keep an open mind, of course, but now I'm going to see if I can find an inner pin that is giving me feedback or is bound up. Okay, that was pin 5. Okay, I got a really deep false set now, telling me we probably only have 1 or 2 more of the inner pins to pick. So again, stay with the plan, don't rush it. One of them is just probably just a little bit out of whack. And there we go. We got a pick. All right. Well, fellas, we got to gut it. You know that. We're at 244. Let's keep this in frame. Let me back this up a little bit. And we have something new I want to show you. We have a new pinning tray. And this pinning tray may not be your favorite color, but gentlemen, according to Boomman631, this is his recommendation, that he made me realize that this is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and there's an ongoing effort to turn the internet pink. So here you go, pink tray. All right, let's go ahead and let's lock this back up. We're going to take off the back. Let's see if we can find a screwdriver here. Take off the actuator. We'll need a tip for that thing. Okay, turn this. Whoops. Oh man, did I turn that the wrong way? Son of a gun. I sure did. So, there we go. Okay, we're going to take the plug. I think this is the right size. Try not to screw this up. It's not every day I get to gut a multi-lock. Okay, here we go. Here's the uppers. You can see they're all intact. Let's go ahead and dump them out. Okay, there's all 5 of those. And let's take out the guts, fellas, the good stuff. Trying to hold it so it doesn't spring all over everywhere. Come out of there, you devil. And the last one. Okay, nothing else inside of there except springs, and we don't need to look at those. Alright, let me take these apart real quick. So you can see both the inners and the outers. Okay, those are not going to come apart. Okay, so here's what we're looking at least on this lock. You can make this out. We got, looks like all standards except this one. This one is a spool. All standards, and up here we got a couple of serrations, but it's on every one of them, and quite honestly, I don't know if that's supposed to be that way or if these are all serrated. But on the uppers you can see this one's just a little bit almost like a spool or a, I don't even know, guys. Here's another one right here. These 3 are all standards though. So there you go, a multi-lock on the National Breast Cancer Awareness Month tray, thanks to Mr. Boomman631. Fellas, thanks for your time. Everybody stay safe, stay legal.